by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Cammie McCormick. The talks were lengthy as President Biden sat down with his Chinese counterpart on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Indonesia. Here's CBS News correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
The president told reporters after the 3-hour meeting that he and Xi Jinping were very blunt with one another.
I'm convinced that he understood exactly what I was saying. I understood what he was saying.
Aides say in addition to objections that the president aired over Beijing's aggression toward Taiwan, Mr. Biden also brought up China's human rights record. In particular, its targeting of religious minorities, as well as the targeting of protesters in Hong Kong. As analysts see the U.S.-China relationship at a 50-year low, the president hopes for compromise.
I absolutely believe there need not be a new Cold War.
Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, Bali, Indonesia.
President Biden was asked after the meeting about abortion rights in this country and whether the next Congress will vote to restore them.
I don't think there's enough votes to codify unless something happens unusual in the House. I think we're going to get very close in the House, so I don't think we're going to make it.
Police in Charlottesville, Virginia are still looking for the suspect who shot and killed 3 people and wounded 2 others late yesterday. They were killed in a parking garage at the University of Virginia there. Dan Schutte of WCAV-TV reports.
Multiple law enforcement agencies are looking for a suspect they've identified as Chris Darnell Jones Jr. The president said in an email that those are injured are receiving medical treatment. Classes are canceled today.
The university president said the suspect is a student. In newly liberated Kherson, Ukraine, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky sang the national anthem today as the Ukrainian flag was raised. The Russians retreated from the southern city last week. Zelensky said he hoped this would be the beginning of the end of the war.
We're ready for peace, but our peace for our country is all our country, all our territory. That's why we are fighting against Russian aggression.
The Russians, meanwhile, have confirmed talks have taken place in Turkey between the U.S. and Moscow. The White House confirmed CIA Director Bill Burns was in Ankara to meet with his Russian counterpart about the consequences of using nuclear weapons in Ukraine. Turkish police say they've detained a Syrian woman in connection with a deadly bombing over the weekend in a crowded area of Istanbul. They claim she has links to Kurdish militants. Britain's King Charles is 74 today.
We're ready for peace.
The salute there, the changing of the guard ceremony outside Buckingham Palace. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dashcam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.